Now I want to show you how we can rotate items of a list. It's a little reporter, it's a little building block that I want because we're going to need it later on. So I'm going to make a block and I'm going to call it rotate or rot for short. And I'm going to make it and turn it into a reporter this time because I want the feedback at once. So and I need a list. So you can see when I add my input as usual, I can call it list. And you can see if I just say, okay, there's no signage, there's nothing, this is just the blank, you can be whatever you like, whatever kind of data. But if you want to help your user in the future, and especially also yourself coming back to this project later on, instead of this, we can actually change the input type to actually specifically be a list. You can see here, now it's supposed to be a list, and I say okay, I say apply, and now you can see my icon here changes into a list icon. So now I know also in the future that a list is expected. So that means in a way that I actually don't need to write it anymore because, I mean, it's evident that this is supposed to be a list and I know this icon, so that is how you can save yourself some mental space and time and remind yourself that you need a list. And that's why you see this little icon here with the 2, with this colon. Right. So for the mechanics to work, whatever list I'm giving it, I simply want to add item 1. Add. So what I want to do is I want to add an item. Whoops, if I could spell. Yeah, but I can't. There we go. Item 1 of list to the list. So I'm going to add the first list, the first item of the list in the end of the list. And then, weirdly enough, I'm going to delete it. The first one. So that means that when we report our list back, we will have shuffled the order of the list. And I'm gonna show that now. So let's make a dummy list. I make a variable, we call it horse. It's a good, yep. And I set my horse to a list 1, 2, 3. So when I run my program, you can see my global up here is a list with a length of 3 items, 1, 2, and 3, it turns out. So now I want to change horse because I want to rotate, and I want to rotate it with horse, like so. So now you can see horse is being changed into the new horse, where I do this little trick and rotate. So you can see this is how it works. Now we have a little utility to actually rotate, because there might be situations where you say I only want what's in item number 1, and then you can just press this and change the value, and then you can increase or increment things, and it's actually quite clever to have that ability sometimes. So this is how we rotate our horses. Yeah.